Wartburg celebrates academic excellence during Rice Day as students share research and projects across campus.
The Wartburg Choir prepares to take their voices on the road for a Pacific Northwest tour.
Wartburg Esports hits the track as the Mario Kart team competes in tournament play this spring. Good morning and welcome to Night Vision News. I'm Josephine Luneskis-Broomhall.
And I'm Allie Parkhurst. Thanks for joining us today.
This is part 2 of a two-part series of interviews looking at legislative discussions and what those changes might mean for students at Wartburg College. In our previous interview, we spoke with President Ertzman on the financial impacts. This week, I talked with Dean Johnson Ross about the impact on academic freedom. When looking at recent legislation, a concern that reaches both students and faculty is the impact legislation can have on academic freedom. I spoke with Vice President of Academic Affairs and the Dean of Faculty, Dr. Deborah Johnson Ross, about what concerns she has with academic freedom.
Academic freedom means that we do not intrude on their ability to train or educate others in that discipline. So academic freedom is basically, for someone in my role, I cannot go to a faculty member and tell them how to teach their discipline. In my role, I can say, the class should be at 8 a.m. The class will have 20 students in it, but I cannot go into the classroom and tell the professor how to teach their subject.
There's a difference in how academic freedom is addressed with federal and state legislation. In particular, Dr. Johnson Ross shared her thoughts about the state of Iowa conversation.
The proposed legislation in the state of Iowa does not specifically say they can come into the classroom, but it also does not have a clear carve out for academic freedom.
Dr. Johnson Ross went on to talk about the potential legislation has to impact students.
If we look at the legislation presupposes that there are specific demographic groups of students who get special treatment in one way or another. As an institution, we do not prescribe to that. We support all students. Now, what that means is that particular students may get different kinds of support depending on their need. So, for instance, every student's financial aid package is not the same. The financial aid package is based on that particular student's financial circumstances. Students who need academic accommodations, those accommodations are different and they depend on that specific student's circumstances. But all of the accommodations and support services that we provide are available to every student. So we are very confident in our position that we do not exclude any students from any services.
Dr. Johnson Ross emphasized that students can accomplish a lot on the individual level in order to make their voices heard if they have questions or concerns over legislation.
There are actually a number of things that may seem benign, but they actually do have impact. You can register to vote. You can vote when there are elections. You can contact your representatives at every level, local, county, state, federal. You can be vocal about what you think is best for you as a student.
Both President Ertzman and Dean Johnson Ross have emphasized that Wartburg College will continue to support their students, both in protecting the Iowa tuition grant and academic freedom.
Wartburg students packed Levick Arena for a day full of fun, dancing, and giving back. Caleb Kammerer has more on this year's Night-a-thon.
I'm here in Levick Arena, and as you can see behind me, the court is set up for Wartburg College's Dance Marathon's Night-a-thon, which will be held from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturday, March 29th. During the 12-hour event, Dance Marathon has a multitude of events. In addition to activities such as coloring and 9 Square, at the top of every hour a morale dance occurs, choreographed by the executive team. Within all these activities, Co-President Haley DeLong shows why the Wartburg team supports the University of Iowa Healthcare Stead Families Children's Hospital. That, of course, is the families.
I think just hearing their stories and getting to interact with them and knowing how much their life has changed because of the University of Iowa Children's Hospital just makes it all the more worth your time. And the overarching reason is just to be something bigger than myself. I know that's kind of a cliche statement, but it really is true, and it just kind of gives purpose to what we're doing.
Wartburg's Dance Marathon has a great impact on a great many things here at Wartburg College, but the biggest impact that it has is on the families that it serves. One of those families is the Farabee family. Mother Tina and her son Elijah have been members for the last 2 years and now see the members of Dance Marathon as more than students.
It's like an extended, these are all like extended little versions of our family that are able to, that's that support that we really needed and wished we'd had when Elijah was little.
That was just one of the many stories from families, which also occurred every hour during the event. At the end of the day, the money raised over the academic year totaled over $74,000. Night-a-thon is the ultimate culmination of everything that Dance Marathon does over the year, and the giving period is over. However, during the summer, when new leadership is chosen, the donation time will open again. Reporting for Night Vision News, I'm Caleb Kammerer.
Over $74,000 raised in an impact that will last far beyond the 12 hours on the dance floor. Thank you to Caleb Kammerer for his coverage of this year's Night-a-thon and the stories that make it so special.
Wartburg College recently hosted its annual Rice Day, a celebration of student research, internships, and creative endeavors across campus. One area that stood out this year was the art department, where students showcased projects that blended technique, passion, and personal storytelling. A special part of Rice Day this year is the Art Gallery. This is the last art gallery for Wartburg College as the art program is coming to an end. We spoke with senior Sophia Browers about her thoughts with this finale to the art program.
I just hope that that people here know that art is so important. Art has been important throughout the history of our world. It's how we know what happened in the past, how people were feeling about it. It's what shows up in history books. It's how we understand humanity throughout history. And it's not going to stop being important just because the program's been cut. And I really hope that this community continues to be creative and to just strive to learn how to do new things and continue to make that footprint, even if the art program's cut. Don't stop drawing, don't stop painting, don't stop creating. So, yeah.
As the art program comes to a close, Wartburg College is proud of the art students that are graduating this year. From scientific presentations to graphic design, Rice Day provided a unique glimpse into the talent and dedication of students across all majors of Wartburg College. Now, let's take a look at the updated weather forecast for the Waverly area, where temperatures are on the rise, but the wind is picking up too. On Friday, expect mostly cloudy skies with a high of 56 degrees. Winds will be coming from the north at 5 to 10 miles per hour with only an 8% chance of rain. On Saturday, it'll be a mix of sun and clouds in the morning with mostly cloudy skies and gusty winds in the afternoon. The high will reach 66 degrees with south winds blowing at 20 to 30 miles per hour, and rain chances are low with just 7%. On Sunday, expect a few showers early in the day, followed by overcast skies later on. The high will hit 71 degrees with winds from the south to southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. There is a 34% chance of rain. On Monday, it will be partly to mostly cloudy and windy with a high of 56 degrees, and west to northwest winds will be blowing at 25 to 35 miles per hour, with gusts over 40 miles per hour possible. Only a 2% chance of rain though. On Tuesday, expect a few clouds from time to time with a high of 56 degrees. Winds from the northwest at 15 to 25 miles per hour and just a 2% chance of rain. Stay tuned to the weather as it could change throughout the week.
Coming up after the break, we've got details on intramural sand volleyball signups and important information for those traveling soon, including new Real ID requirements. Stay with us.
If you're into sports media, Wartburg College invites you to be part of its new sports media concentration. Students prepare for work in sports-related fields from athletic reporting to sports information, broadcasting, video production, and more. Students have real-world experience with journalism and communication faculty and staff, learning valuable skills employers are looking for. Wartburg students work for organizations like the NFL, NASCAR, Major League Baseball, and ESPN.
If you're interested in intramural sand volleyball, signups are now open until Friday, April 25th. Games will be played on Tuesday and Thursday nights at 7 p.m., with additional games being added based on how many teams sign up. Teams signing up must be co-ed with at least 2 girls on the court at all times. If you have any questions, direct them to Abigail Milburn at abigail.milburn@wartburg.edu. To those traveling soon, starting May 7th, all domestic flights will need a Real ID. Valid identification includes valid passports or Real IDs, a driver's license or state-issued ID card meeting enhanced security standards. You can identify a Real ID by finding a black or gold star in the upper portion of the card. Real IDs can also be acquired by an appointment with your home state motor vehicle department and a fee. If you have any questions, you can reach out to the Study Away office by emailing Kathleen Seeler at kathleen.seeler@wartburg.edu.
Entertainment Tonight and the Wartburg Art Club recently hosted a unique event celebrating sports and creativity. Here's a look at this exciting community gathering. On April 9th, Entertainment Tonight joined forces with the Wartburg Art Club to host a fun-filled volleyball tournament and tie-dye event. 6 teams took part in the exciting sand volleyball tournament where the Tofu Titans came out on top, winning the tournament along with free zesty smoothies to celebrate their victory. In addition to the volleyball action, participants in the tie-dye event got creative with their designs, transforming not only t-shirts, but also other clothing items into colorful, personalized pieces. Some even showed off their newly tie-dyed creations with fun bucket hats that match their unique shirts, making it a memorable day of creativity and friendly competition. Stay updated on upcoming campus events during tour week and May term.
The Wartburg Choir is about to embark on a much-anticipated tour through the Pacific Northwest. Let's take a look at what they have in store. The Wartburg Choir is about to embark on their much-anticipated Pacific Northwest tour starting Thursday, April 17th. After a flight to Sacramento, California, they'll make stops in San Francisco, Portland, and Seattle over the course of the week-long tour. The choir will perform in several concerts, including a Good Friday service, an Easter Vigil, and multiple other events across the region. In addition to sharing their music, the choir members will have the opportunity to stay with host families and visit iconic landmarks throughout the Pacific Northwest. It promises to be a tour filled with memorable performances and meaningful community connections. From concerts to community connections, this tour promises to be an unforgettable journey for the Wartburg Choir. We wish them safe travels and successful performances ahead.
Now let's take a look at the Wartburg Ritter Corps, a group known for their musical excellence and dynamic performances. Landon Jepson has the story.
Wartburg College's Ritter Corps is renowned for its rich choral tradition, musical excellence, and deep sense of brotherhood. As an ensemble dedicated to dynamic and expressive performances, Ritter Corps brings a unique blend of artistry and energy to every piece they perform. Dr. Lee Nelson, director of Ritter Corps, shares insight into the diverse repertoire featured in their upcoming concert.
A new piece called The Wind That Shakes the Barley that talks about sort of a Romeo and Juliet sort of love, all the way to sacred tunes, beautiful setting of Amazing Grace, a piece called Finn and Hattie. So a wide variety of different things that shows off, I think, the Ritter Corps' ability to sing slow, beautiful pieces as well as lots of fun as well.
Audiences will have the opportunity to experience this powerful performance at Ritter Corps' home concert on Sunday, April 6th at 4 p.m. in the Wartburg Chapel. Reporting for Night Vision News, I'm Landon Jepson.
The Ritter Corps' recent concert demonstrated their ability to perform a variety of repertoire in both beauty and energy. They continue to impress audiences with every performance. Thank you, Landon, for the coverage of this story.
Stay tuned after the break as Joe Hansen checks out the latest in Wartburg sports. Don't go away.
Discover more possibilities at Wartburg College. Carve your own path through rich hands-on experiences. Our engaged faculty know you by name and go the extra mile. Choose an area of study that prepares you for what's next. Experience more at Wartburg College.
Discover more possibilities at Wartburg College. Carve your own path through rich, hands-on experiences. Our engaged faculty know you by name and go the extra mile. Choose an area of study that prepares you for what's next. Experience more at Wartburg College.
Welcome back to Night Vision News. I'm Joe Hansen. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned athlete, the Lacrosse Club offers a fun and welcoming environment to try something new. Allison Hasner has more on how the club is making an impact on campus.
I'm standing out here at one of the many turf fields here at Wartburg College, and we're asking everyone's favorite question. Do you want to learn how to play lacrosse?
Wartburg's Lacrosse Club, led by students, introduces students to the sport and gives them an avenue to explore something they may have never seen before. For Alexa Brockmuller, the transition from varsity soccer to club lacrosse has been a bit tricky.
How difficult it is for me to use a stick after, I'm so used to using my feet, and it's been my body, but now I have equipment that is outside of my body, and it's hard for me to move. And the eye coordination that involves the tiny ball versus a big soccer ball, it's really throwing me off.
Students like Alexa are picking up a stick and testing the waters of a sport that's just entered the 2028 Summer Olympics.
One of America's longest lasting sports, lacrosse, originated right here in America. So, when's a better time to pick up a stick than right here at Wartburg College?
Selma Kleinsmith, a former member of the varsity lacrosse team in 2023, has kept this club on its feet and is hoping for more to join.
1, bring a friend. 2, if you're in another sport, that makes it 10 times more fun because most of us, it's our second sport. So that's really cool because I feel like a lot of other things, that's not the case. 3, just have fun with it and be open to trying something new because, why not? That's what I say to everybody. I'm like, why not? Why wouldn't you play lacrosse?
Selma and Alexa are looking forward to seeing what this team is capable of this fall. Wartburg Athletics comes with a community, and lacrosse is no different.
From beginners to veterans, there is never a bad time to start learning how to play this sport. Reporting for Night Vision News, I'm Allison Hasner.
Thank you to Allison Hasner for that coverage on Wartburg's lacrosse team. Wartburg's esports is racing towards championship glory. Landon Jepson has more on how the Knights are shaping up their race to the finals.
Wartburg Esports is racing towards a championship. The Mario Kart team has dominated the competition in the Collegiate Karting League Division 7 playoffs, most recently securing a 2-0 sweep over St. Xavier University to advance to the finals. The Carters have built their success on precision, teamwork, and strategy. Led by head coach Josh Fisher, the team dedicates hours to fine-tuning their skills, mastering tracks, and perfecting their in-game communication.
Practice typically looks like just really grinding out one track at a time, doing time trials to really make sure you improve your time as much as possible. We also will watch film of our previous games, talk about our team play, talk about our item usage to really make sure that we are functioning as well and as smoothly as a coherent 6 as possible.
The Knights will take on John Brown University in the CKL Division 7 finals, looking to cement their own legacy. Reporting for Night Vision News, I'm Landon Jepson.
The Knights are gearing up to race toward victory in the finals this coming weekend. Thank you, Landon, for the coverage on this event. The Wartburg softball team continues to make waves, picking up important conference wins as they head into their next big matchup. Wartburg softball picked up a pair of wins over Loras College Saturday in their mental health awareness games, taking 5-4 and 7-5 victories at Lions Field. The Knights split a doubleheader with the University of Dubuque on Tuesday, winning 5-3 in Game 1, but falling 10-1 in the nightcap. Carly Breeder extended her hitting streak to 9 games. Sydney Fellows reached base in 18 straight, and Bella Mulder stretched her streak to 15. Wartburg now preps for a doubleheader against Luther College Saturday at 1 p.m. in Decorah. Wartburg baseball opened its series against Central on Friday, April 5th, with a 6-1 win in Game 1. Pitcher Joey Sierra tossed a complete game, striking out 7, walking none, and allowing just 1 earned run. The Knights dropped Game 2 4-0, but bounced back with a 5-4 win in Game 3. On Tuesday, April 8th, Wartburg was swept by Luther College in an American Rivers Conference doubleheader. Fifth year's Zach Walton made history, setting a Wartburg career record with 34 home runs and 55 doubles. Wartburg now stands at 13-11 overall and 7-6 in ARC play. Up next, the Knights will face the University of Dubuque for a 6 p.m. game on Friday, followed by 2 games on Saturday. The number 2 ranked Wartburg's men's track and field team had 8 top 3 finishes at the outdoor select meet, including a win in the 4x400 meter relay. That being Olsen, Temsa, Shellhorn, and Russell. With a time of 3:22:30, Cale Schramm placed second in the high jump, Dayton Love was second in the long jump, and Jeffrey Ostreicher was second in the 400 meter. The Knights look to build on these strong results when they compete at Platteville and Cedar Rapids April 11th and 12th, aiming to further improve their standing in the USTF CCCA top 25 poll. The number 7 ranked Wartburg women's track and field team earned 6 top 3 finishes, including wins in the triple jump, Shania Johnson, and 3,000 meter steeplechase, Maddie Myrna. Grace Braden took third in the 100 meter hurdles, and Caitlin Benish was third in the heptathlon. Braden's hurdle time is 21st nationally. The Knights will look to carry this momentum forward as they compete at Platteville and Cedar Rapids on April 11th and 12th, continuing to chase national qualifying marks and improve their rankings in the national polls. The Wartburg's women's golf team finished the final round of the Wartburg Spring Invite with a total of 671, placing 11th overall. Drusilla Kramer led the Knights with a score of 162. Reagan Mulder set a new career low 36-hole score with a 168, while Hannah Kronk also set a career low with a 176. The Knights will compete at the Kathy Niepagan Spring Fling in Normal, Illinois, April 12th and 13th. The Wartburg men's golf team finished 11th at the UIU Invite after posting a 635, 327, 308 with their top team. Duke Taylor led the Knights with a 152, tying for 10th overall. Nick Lechtenberg followed with a 154, while Josh Nichols shot a 166. The team will compete next in Fort Dodge at the Iowa Central International Invitational, April 11th and 12th. Stay up to date with all our content by following us on Facebook and Instagram at Wartburg DJC and subscribing to us on YouTube at Night Vision News. Thank you for joining us today on Night Vision News. For Josephine Lunescas Broomhall and Allie Parkhurst, I'm Joe Hansen. Have a great week, everyone.